There goes my heart beating, 'cause you are the reason I'm losing my sleep. Please come back now.
There goes my mind racing, and you are the reason that I'm still breathing. I'm hopeless now.
I'd climb every mountain and swim every ocean
just to be with you and fix what I've broken.
Oh, 'cause I need you to see that you are the reason.
There goes my hand shaking, and you are the reason my heart keeps bleeding. I need you now.
If I could turn back the clock, I'd make sure the light defeated the dark. I'd spend every hour of every day keeping you safe. And I'd climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you and fix what I've broken. Oh, 'cause I need you to see that you are the reason. I don't wanna fight no more. I don't wanna hurt no more. I don't wanna cry no more. Come back, I need you.
The reason.
Just a little closer now. Come a little closer. I need you to hold me tonight. I'd climb every mountain
And swim every ocean just to be with you
and fix what I've broken.
You're mine, always you're mine, forever you're my reality. You're my sunshine, you're my best times, you're my anomaly. And I'd choose you in 100 lifetimes. I'd choose you in 100 worlds. I'd find you, and I'd say I do for the rest of my life. With all that I have, I do. And I will, when the sky is falling, I promise you I'm all in, no turning back. And every day, every moment, every breath you take, I choose you. This is more than just a wedding. This is etched into eternity. With our union, we choose us. In 100 lifetimes, he'd choose us. In 100 worlds, he'd find us. And we'd say we do for the rest of our lives. With all that we have, we do. And we will, when the sky turns black and he comes back, riding on the clouds. Every day and every moment, every breath we take, we choose you. Look into my eyes, dear. Look into my eyes, dear. 'Cause this is where it starts. Yes, this is where it starts. I'll give you my whole heart for my whole life. I'll give you my whole heart for my whole life. And this is where it starts. And I'd give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now. And all I can taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your life. And sooner or later it's over. I just don't wanna miss you tonight. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's meant to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. And you can't fight the tears that ain't coming, or the moment of truth in your lies. When everything feels like the movies, yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's meant to be broken. The smell of your skin, the taste of your kiss, the way you whisper in the dark, your hair all around me. Oh baby, you surround me. You touch every place in my heart. Oh, it feels like the first time. Every time I wanna spend the night in your eyes. I don't know how you do what you do. I'm so in love with you. It just keeps getting better. I wanna spend the rest of my life with you by my side forever and ever. Every little thing that you do, baby, I'm amazed by you. Every little thing that you do, I'm so in love with you. It just keeps getting better. I wanna spend the rest of my life with you by my side forever and ever. Well, every little thing that you do, I'm so in love with you. It just keeps getting better.
Good afternoon. I, along with Scarlett, would like to welcome and thank everyone for being here on the happiest of days. It's no accident that each of you are here today, and each of you were invited to be here because you represent someone important in the individual and collective lives of Dominic and Andrea. You have shared and contributed to their lives in the past. And by witnessing their marriage ceremony, Dominic and Andrea ask you to share in their future. When two people pledge their love and care for each other in marriage, here she comes. You can come over. They create a spirit unique unto themselves, which binds them closer than any spoken or written words. Marriage is a promise, a potential made in the hearts of two people who love each other and takes a lifetime to fulfill. Dominic and Andrea have made commitments to each other that they would be together forever. And this ceremony is a beautiful time when they can celebrate their love for one another with their good friends and family. Like any couple, there is a story before we get to this point. And let me share a very small piece with you today. Dominic and Andrea were in similar friendship circles. So at one of the many 18th birthday parties they attended, they did cross paths, and although there were no skyrockets, not even sparklers, there was a need for Andrea to apologise to Dom for getting cranky with him. And that was the end of it until 8 years later in 2018. Their next encounter was very different. There were movie dates, Valentine gifts, as well as pizza and ice cream get-togethers. Andrea had a year abroad and Dominic became a frequent flyer. With his many trips to visit, 6 years on they stand before you today. Dominic and Andrea love adventures and exploring the world around them, whether it is a short drive or to the other side of the world, together as a family or with friends. Together they have little Scarlett, a very typical 15-month-old that loves exploring and being vocal. Today is their next step in their journey together, a very important step where all three will take the last name of White. You can get her if you like.
Do you want to come up?
Yep, it's fine. Well done. There you go. Better?
Yeah.
Want a tissue? You right? I usually summarise the many beautiful things couples say to me about each other, but today I will share both Dom and Andrea's beautiful words. Dom said, "Are there actually words to describe what I love? Andrea is everything to me. She is perfect. She is loving, caring, passionate, smart, gorgeous, adventurous and driven. No goal is out of reach. I love that she makes me push myself and step outside my comfort zone, showing me new things and together doing things I never thought I would do and see in my lifetime. The adventures are and will continue to be brilliant. Andrea is the best mother to Scarlett. Watching these two every day is just beautiful. Watching her grow as a mother is amazing. I adore Andrea, and with her life is complete. I knew she was the one for me quite early. I did quit my job and travel to the other side of the world to chase the perfect partner. And now, nearly 6 years down the track, we will be united in marriage forever. And I cannot wait to be able to say I do and be able to call her my wife." With Andrea following with, "I love that Dom is passionate and spontaneous. While his spontaneous nature and my desire to be organised can clash, I love that he wants to surprise me. Adventure is out there. I love his kindness, cheeky's nature, his desire to help me live longer through my nose degrees." Oh dear. His smile, his hugs and his kisses that come in threes, and being corrected if they don't. I also love the love he has for Scarlett. I knew I wanted to marry Dom before we had our daughter, but it just made me want to marry him more. He's growing as a father, continually moulding to be the man his daughter needs. No ceremony can create your marriage. Only you two can do that. Through love and patience, through dedication, perseverance, through talking and listening, helping and supporting, and believing in one another. Through tenderness and laughter. Through learning to forgive, learning to appreciate your differences, and by learning to make the important things matter and to let go of all the rest. What this ceremony can do is to affirm the choice you make to stand together as life partners. And it is through the appreciation of your differences, through the learning to focus on what is important and leaving other things to rest. It is what you learn from your parents and family. And today we honour family who could not be with us. Today, particularly, we honour Andrea's dad, Graham. He is watching from above and so proud you are marrying Dom today. My name is Leanne Watts and I am an authorised marriage celebrant. I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriage according to law. Dominic and Andrea, before you were joined in marriage, in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I'm to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to the law in Australia, is the union of two people to the exclusions of all voluntary entered into for life. It has been extremely clear that the two of them represent a perfect pairing, because each of them complement the other so well. They balance one another, and while each of them are tremendous individuals on their own, together they are even better. Is that right? Yeah.
Yep.
And being better together is what has ultimately led us here today, witnessing their commitment to one another in front of those they love most. Dominic and Andrea enrich each other's lives and the lives of each of us. They both care deeply for each other. They protect each other. They make each other laugh, and they help each other in ways that are obvious and none noticed, but always appreciated. It's all right, she's hot.
Yeah.
Dom, you ready? Okay, look at Andrea. Dominic, do you come to this relationship of your own free will, to love Andrea, to stand side by side, to support and remain honest to her?
I do.
Good. And Andrea, do you promise to care for Dominic in the joys and sorrows of life, come what may, and to share the responsibility for growth and enrichment of your life together?
I do.
Okay. Dominic and Andrea will now do their vows. There you go.
Can I just do that?
Yes, you can.
Which is the juice? You want to take it for?
I call upon the people here present to witness that I, Dominic James White, take Andrea Lauren Watts to be my lawful wedded wife. Andrea, I've known I've wanted to marry you. Taking your hand as my wife, and was very clear very early in the relationship. From the moment I took a giant leap at love, quitting my job, flying to the other side of the world just to see her smile. The adventures have been endless. They've been fun. The friendships we've made along the way will also be endless. Just like my love for you. You're my best friend, partner, and the best mother to Scarlett. You're kind, caring, compassionate, and at times a little bit fiery, but this is all of you. And I love all of you. It wasn't just the gorgeous smile that had me hooked. You are and always will be everything. Thank you for all the love and support that you have, and I know it will continue to give me. I promise to stand by you through the highs and the lows, through all the adventures, camping trips, and the long drives. I promise to love and hold you when things get tough. I vow to be the best husband I can be for you and our family till my last breath. I love you, always and forever.
Done really well. There you go. Swap. You'll just be a bit longer.
Yeah, that's it.
Here, Ryan.
Yeah, yeah. I call upon the people here present to witness that I, Andrea Lauren Watts, take you, Dominic James White, to be my lawfully wedded husband. Dominic, today we embark on the next chapter of our adventure together, and what a ride we have had so far. In true Andrea nature, with rarely being able to make up my own mind, I sought advice from a friend asking whether I should take up this man on his numerous offers of a movie date. Well, after watching a few Marvel movies and a couple of pizza and ice cream dates, this man became my partner. And today, my partner, best friend, and father to our beautiful daughter becomes my husband. You and I are far from the people that we were back then. We have learnt from the best and the worst of each other. We've faced triumphs and hardships. We've loved and we've lost, but we've done so together, and for that we are stronger. You have taught me that Disney-obsessed girls who sit quietly on the sidelines with their dogs can strap on a pair of men's footy boots and play an all-right game of AFL. You've flipped your world upside down to join me on my adventures abroad. You've encouraged me to step out of my comfort zone and embrace the side of holidaying that exists outside the comfort of a hotel room and a hot shower. You've embraced our life as a family and shown me each and every day that you, Dominic, are much like ogres and onions and have layers. You are exactly the father our daughter needs and deserves, and I will forever be so grateful to be on this parenting adventure with you. I promise to always walk alongside you and to grow old with you, but to never grow up. I promise to jump a little when you sneeze, as if it's something I'm hearing for the first time. I promise to kiss you in threes and promptly inform you if it was only one. I promise to support all of your endeavours and to be there to pick up the pieces when it's too much. I promise to always cheer too loudly from the sidelines. I promise to continue building our family together, celebrating our joy, comforting one another in hard times, and strengthening our family's future. I vow to be the best wife and mother I can be for you and our family. We are unstoppable. I love you, Dom, always and forever.
Yeah, well done. I'll just flip that back, that long story.
It's a novel, like a bad one.
Beautiful. Okay. If I can have the wings.
Freddie, you're up.
Okay, just. I want
The man one
oh,
first.
no, I want the.
Black one?
No, I want.
Other
I want
way.
yours. Yeah.
I got my ring. Oh, yeah, that one then.
Yeah. Okay. Your wedding rings. We'll get this right in a moment. Your wedding rings are the outward and visible signs of the inward and invisible bond which already unites your two hearts in love. Dominic, repeat after me. Okay. Look in there. Put it halfway on. Put it halfway on. Okay. You're right. Okay. Andrea.
Andrea,
Please take this ring
please take this ring
as a symbol of my love and commitment to you,
as a symbol of my love and commitment to you,
to share all that we are together.
to share all that we are together.
Okay. Put that ring there and turn your finger. It's a bit hot. Next one. That's it. You want me to push you now? Halfway on. That's it. Okay. You right?
Dominic,
Please take this ring as a symbol of my love.
please take this ring as a symbol of my love.
I promise from this day forward,
I promise from this day forward,
you shall not walk alone.
you shall not walk alone,
I'll always be standing right beside you.
and I'll always be standing right beside you.
Put it the rest of the way.
I'm going to do that. It is warm.
These These rings represent the ties that bind you together as husband and wife, an endless circle representing the marriage union. To make your relationship work will take love. Continue to date each other. Take time to show each other that your love and marriage grow stronger with time. It will take trust to know that in your hearts you truly want what is best for each other. It will take dedication to stay open to one another and to learn and grow together. It will take loyalty to go forward together without knowing exactly what the future brings. And it will take commitment to hold true to the journey you have both pledged today. Dominic and Andrea, you have expressed your love to one another through the commitment and promises that you have just made. By the power of your love and commitment and the power you have delegated to me, I now declare you husband and wife. Dominic, you may kiss your bride. There will be a short pause in proceedings. I know it's hot, we'll be very quick, but please stay seated and we will be back in a moment to sign the register. If we could have the witnesses come forward too. Thank you.
'Cause I have you here with me, and I can almost see through the dark there's a light. If you knew how much this moment means to me and how long I've been so long. If you knew how happy you are making me, I never thought I'd love anyone so much. It feels like home to me. It feels like home to me. It feels like I'm all way back where I come from. It feels like home to me. It feels like home to me. It feels like I'm all way back where I belong. like I'm all the way back where I come from. It feels like home to me. It feels like home to me. It feels like I'm all the way back where I come from.
I'll just present Dom and Andrea with their certificate. Just hold that, do the whole hold and a smile. Dom and Andrea, may your marriage bring you all the excitement a marriage should bring. May you need one another, but not out of weakness. May you want one another, but not out of lack. And may you look for things to praise often and say, I love you, and take no notice of the small faults. May you have happiness, and may you find it making one another happy. May you have love, and may you find it loving one another. Family and friends, may I introduce Mr. and Mrs. White. You nearly got Watts.
Can't explain all these feelings that you're making me feel. My heart's in overdrive and you're behind the steering wheel. Touching you, touching me, touching you, girl, you're touching me.
Jade.
Alexander.
Do you remember that day you fell out of my window?
I sure do. You came jumping out after me.
Well, you fell on the concrete and nearly broke your ass, and you were bleeding all over the place, and I rushed you off to the hospital. You remember that?
Yes, I do.
Well, there's something I never told you about that night.
What did you tell me?
While you were sitting in the back seat smoking a cigarette you thought was going to be your last, I was falling deeply in love with you, and I never told you till just now.
Dangerous plan, just this time. A stranger's hand clutched in mine. I'll take this chance, so call me mine. I've been waiting all my life. Please don't scar this young heart. Just take my hand. I was made for loving you, even though we may be hopeless hearts just passing through. Every bone screaming, I don't know what we should do. All I know is, darling, I was made for loving you.
Hold me close through the night. Don't let me go. I'll be alright. Touch my soul and hold it tight. I've been waiting all my life. I won't scar your young heart. Just take my hand. 'Cause I was made for loving you, even though we may be hopeless hearts just passing through.
Every bone screaming,
I don't know what we should do.
all I know is, darling, I was made for loving you.
Please
Don't go,
I've been waiting so long.
oh, you don't even know me at all, but I was made for loving you.
I was made for loving you, even though we may be hopeless hearts just passing through.
Every bone screaming, I don't know what we should do.
All I know is, darling, I was made for loving you.
Not sure if you know this, but when we first met, I got so nervous I couldn't speak. In that very moment I found the one and my life had found its missing piece. So as long as I live, I love you, will have and hold you. You look so beautiful in white, and from now to my very last breath, this day I'll cherish. You look so beautiful in white tonight. What we have is timeless, my love is endless, and with this ring I say to the world, you're my every reason, you're all that I believe in. With all my heart I mean every word. So as long as I live I love you, will have and hold you. You look so beautiful in white, and from now to my very last breath, this day I'll cherish. You look so beautiful in white tonight. You look so beautiful in white, yeah, yeah. Na 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 na, so beautiful in white tonight. And if a daughter is what our future holds, I hope she has your eyes, finds love like you and I did. Yeah, and if she falls in love, we'll let her go. I'll walk her down the aisle. She looks so beautiful in white, yeah, yeah. So beautiful.
First cab off the rank tonight, we have the fantastic Emma and Jordan. Can we please give a huge welcome to them as they enter the marquee? Hopefully they've got some moves for us. Next up we have Chloe and Logan. Look at those luscious locks. Oh, I'm talking about Logan, we all know it. Can't forget our best man and our maid of honor, Cassidy and Freddie. Let's make them welcome. And of course, our main event tonight, the first time in the marquee. Can we please give a big warm welcome to Mr. and Mrs. White.
On behalf of Michael and I, as parents of the handsome groom, I would like to welcome everyone here today on this special occasion to celebrate the union of Dominic and Andrea. I am honoured to stand here tonight as mother of the groom and father here, reflecting those times when Dom was a little tagger, just like Scarlett is now, learning words and saying words that we possibly shouldn't say. This reminded me of a time when we probably both wish we could have sunk through the ground. Our beloved Dom down there. We were at a family friend's barbecue, and Dom was the only child at this event. It was, I tell you, I'm going to actually say things I probably shouldn't say, okay? We were just chatting away, having a few ales, and Dom being the only child was a bit annoying to us all. So our friend said, go up and have a bit of a chat to the birds up in the bird aviary. And so Dom did, and he went up and tried to keep these birds quiet for a while and came back and shook his head and looked at us, and we went, what are you doing? He goes, oh, those birds. Anyway, Darren, our friend, had said to him, just go back up, tell them to be quiet, you know, they'll be quiet. So Dom walks back up, was up there for a while, and we could still hear the birds. And he's walked back, and we were all sitting in a bit of a circle, and he's walked through us, and I was on the other side of this circle, and he's come back through shaking his head and looking at us all, and I thought, okay, this is probably going to be good. He got to the middle of everybody, and he's just walking along going, we're like, what's wrong, mate? He's like, fuck the birds. And we've just all looked at each other and was like, he didn't say that. He did not say that. So our friend Darren said, what did you say, buddy? What did you say, Dom? Fuck the birds again. I was like, yep, I didn't know what to say. And then everyone was silent, and then they all started laughing. So what do? Yes, we laughed, and poor old Dom thought he was hilarious. And that's how that ended. So that's the only bad story I'm going to say. And now we get to our gorgeous bride, who looks beautiful today. But Meg has reminded me of a time when she first met Andy. They went for lunch at the cafe. Andy had a bit of an argument with a salt shaker and happened to tip it all over her meal. So Meg's nickname for Andy is now Salt Girl. So she will ever be known as Salt Girl. But she has been a wonder to our family and to Dom. And that little girl. Dom, you have grown into a remarkable young man and father to Scarlett, and we are grateful to call you our son. We also think of the people who cannot be with us today to celebrate, but they are here in spirit. Nan, Da and Pop would be so proud to see you both together, and they would be so smitten with their little granddaughter, Scar. Andy, from the moment you entered our lives, you brought us love and happiness to our family. We are so grateful for this amazing woman who has chosen to spend the rest of their life with Dom. We couldn't be happier for you both. I want you both to know we will always be here for you, supporting you and cheering you on every step of the way. Wishing you a lifetime of love, happiness and adventures together as a family with our beautiful granddaughter Scarlett. And everyone here tonight, thank you for coming and celebrating this day with us. And if we can just hold our glasses up and
this one. I brought two.
Toast the happy couple. Cheers, guys.
Dominic. Yeah.
It's funny that it doesn't surprise me, Dom, that you were cheeky while young. Still cheeky now. Next up, we have mother of the bride to come down and speak. Sandra, could you please make your way up to the microphone? Could we give her a lovely warm welcome?
Just hold it and talk. Good evening, everyone. My name is Sandra and I'm the very proud mother of the beautiful bride, Andrea. I speak to you tonight on behalf of Graham and myself. I know he would be so proud of you both today. Graham always handled the speeches, and so I've gotten a little help from a speech he gave at Andrea's 21st. He said it was a privilege to be your dad, He was always there for you, giving advice, being it career, computer, car or finance questions. He loved getting those phone calls when your car broke down and you didn't know what to do, like when your car wouldn't start just because you left it in drive. We always jokingly said to Andrea not to get married until she was 30. You didn't have to listen to us. Andrea was a delight growing up. She's always been a bit of a performer, even from an early age. She was our party trick when visiting friends and relatives, getting her to recite nursery rhymes and sing songs to people. This must have been where her love of music began. She's played piano and trumpet and sang her heart out. Andrea, being a Disney fanatic, like her siblings, can recite lines to most Disney movies. She's done musicals in high school and at uni in Armidale. She's been Pocahontas. She's been a tree in The Wizard of Oz. She's been eaten by a plant in The Little Shop of Horrors. She also developed an eye for the camera from an early age, and I mean from pixie baby photos, if anyone remembers them. And as she grew older, I suppose like a lot of young girls, she learnt all the tricks and angles for selfies. When doing my research for this speech, I found a file on the computer amongst the family photos section called Andrea is a Poser. I'm not sure who created this file name, but... Yeah, I'm not sure who created the file, but I have my suspicions. I received a phone call from Andrea once when she was living in Armidale at Tas. One of the few times when she rang me for advice. She was in hysterics. You would have thought someone had been murdered, but no, the fishbowl had fallen to the ground and smashed. Between her sobs, I asked where was the fish, and she said it's on the floor. My great advice to her was to pick it up and put it in some water, which she did, and the fish, a blue Siamese fighting fish called Bubbles or Mr. Fishy, depending on who you ask, lived on a few more years after that. Actually, we would joke that she couldn't have a dog until she could keep a fish alive, which she eventually qualified for, and she got Molly. We've always been very close, and Andrea used to tell me everything as a small girl. When Andrea got her first tattoo, it was a different story. When she came home for the Christmas New Year holiday break, I hadn't noticed that she was wearing socks in the house in the middle of summer. This must have went on for a few weeks until Cass, who couldn't contain the secret any longer, asked if I thought it was strange that Andrea had been wearing socks for the last month. Even after the tattoo was revealed, I still didn't believe it was real and told her to wash it off, but it didn't come off. The tattoo on her foot says, live, laugh, love, and it's a good motto to live by. Another thing Graham said at Andrea's 21st as he was handing her the token key to the door, here's the key to get out of the house. And Andrea sure did take that literally, having now travelled to well over 20 countries. I knew Dom really liked Andrea when he travelled halfway across the world to be with her. We always encourage Andrea to get out and explore the world, follow your dreams, be a rocket scientist if you want, though none of the children took that up. Well, she certainly took up the challenge, having completed 3 degrees, music, maths and religion, becoming an adventurer and travelling the world. Andrea has always been willing to give everything a go. Growing up, she did dancing lessons, then taught dancing. She did tennis coaching and then coached tennis. And she did swim club and she taught swimming. Her future as a teacher was inevitable. I love Andrea's passion for life, her positivity, and her creativity, which is evident throughout all the aspects of the wedding today. I am one proud mama. Okay. Despite Andrea living in Armidale, Walker, Newcastle and London with her many travels around the world, who would have thought she'd end up marrying a local boy from Muswellbrook, Dom, who was also Adam's soccer coach a few years before. In Dom, Andrea has found genuine love and happiness, and she has often said how much she cares for this human. What I love about Andrea and Dom is they do so much together, be it camping, AFL, netball, shopping for plants at Bunnings, and now their greatest achievement, little Scarlett. Dom is a great hands-on dad, and you can see the love he has for Scarlett and Andrea. I know they are in safe hands. And on that note, I officially welcome Dom into our family, even though he's been a part of our family for a long time. Thanks everyone for joining us today. Also in Andrea's words from that 21st, thanks to those who have come from here, there and everywhere to see this beautiful couple, who are now both 30, put the icing on the cake and complete the fairy tale. Congratulations, I love you. We all look forward to the next chapter, and may you live happily ever after. Please raise your glass to the newlyweds. My daughter and son-in-law, Andrea and Dom. Cheers.
You come to me wild and wide. You come to me, give me everything I need. Give me a lifetime of promises and a world of dreams. Speak the language of love like you know what it means. And I can't be wrong. Take my heart and make it stronger, babe. You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone I've ever met. I'm stuck on your heart, babe. You say, oh, tear us apart. Oh, baby, I would rather be dead. In your eyes, I see the start of every night and every day. In your eyes, I get lost, I get washed away. Oh, just as long as I'm here in your arms, I can be no better place. You're simply the best. Better than all the rest.
Good evening, everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Cassidy and I'm Andrea's little sister. Where to start? Well, first I'd like to thank everyone for coming today to celebrate the love of Andrea and Dom. I'm extremely lucky and grateful to be standing beside you both on your lucky day. Despite the fact that Andrea and I are 7 years apart, we're quite close and we have always been there for each other. Like any siblings, we fight, we laugh. I would throw a spoon at her and she would cry, but I would laugh. Just the usual sibling banter. I'm sure we all know how adventurous Andrea is, and I'm so glad she's found a lifelong partner to continue travelling the world with. There was a time once when Andrea went to France for a school trip or marching band trip. Yes, you heard right. Andrea was in a touring marching band. Anyway, as usual, I would write her a letter to read once she got overseas to wish her good luck and make sure she wouldn't get homesick. Most often these letters were heartfelt and whatnot, as I would be missing my sister when she would go away for so long at a time. This one letter, however, I remember writing something along the lines of this. Dear Andrea, have fun in France. Make sure you buy me lots of presents, but don't go kissing any French boys. Lots of love, Cassidy. Short and sweet. Now, I'm not sure if she ended up following my advice or not, but at least I know the next time she's in France, she will be kissing someone. He may not be French, but this time, I think I'll allow it. Dom, your love for Andrea and Scarlett is undoubtedly strong, and we see that every day. Whether it's trying to put Scarlett to sleep, singing her nursery rhymes, yes, Andrea has sent us many Snapchats of that, looking after Andrea on a big night, or even hijacking a ride with Mum and I from Muswellbrook to Newcastle after only knowing her for 2 weeks just to surprise her. Thanks to Snap Maps, it wasn't so much of a surprise, but it was the thought that counts. Andrea, you are definitely in the right hands, being pushed to be the best you possibly can be for both Dom and Scarlett. I can't wait to see what's next for you all. Dad would be incredibly proud of you and the family you've grown. It sucks he can't be here with us, but I know he would have been so proud of you to walk you down the aisle, share a dance with you, and share a drink with you. He'll always be in your corner, watching over you all. Thanks again to everyone who has joined us today. If we could raise our glasses to toast the newlyweds, Andrea and Dominic White.
Yeah, hello everyone. I am really privileged to have the time to steal a couple of minutes from you guys and to talk about Andy and Dom. Now, in my speech, I kind of wanted to walk you guys down the rabbit hole that I found myself as I tried to write this for these two lovely people. I struggled because, well, I thought to myself, I got to make sure to keep it short and simple, right? But in that, I didn't want to make it to be so short that you'd be like, oh, okay, that was it? Wow. I also didn't want to make it be so long that you would think, geez, that Hawaiian guy is really starting to sound like Trump up there, right? I also thought, well, I've gotten a lot of advice. I should put a couple of funny jokes, right? So the easiest thing to do would be to make a list of the best qualities of Andy and Dom, right? Try to keep that list to maybe just 3 for Andy, struggle to get 2 for Dom. Then, again, this is a bit of a journey we're on. Then I should also try to make a couple of jokes that are crude, but not too crude, right? I mean, this is Australia after all. Just about everything in this country wants to kill you, you know? The ticks want to paralyze you. And I thought, maybe that should just leave it there. Then I also thought, well, if I am going to make a bit of a crude joke, I should probably do it at the expense of Dom, right? And there's 2 hanging fruits here, right, that yell out at us. One is the receding hairline, which we can all admit to. The other is the increasing waistline. And that's just fatherhood, right? Like, and as everybody before us have said, he's a fantastic father. So, yes. Anyways, as I got to that part of my speech, though, I really wanted to then start to talk about Andy and Dom together, right? And that's really where I struggled. And that's really where I couldn't really find where to go next. And that's because I've only ever known, unlike everybody else that has gotten up and spoken of Andy and Dom, I've only ever known them as Andy and Dom. I never had the pleasure of knowing the before, what was Dom without Andy. Actually, I'm kind of glad I don't, but I know what Andy's version was, right? This fantastic Disneyland musical-filled household. Dom, not so much. So at this point, I would struggle in my speech and I would go, right, now what do you say about these 2 lovely people? And I thought, well, maybe I liken it to, or I try to connect it to something that everybody else can connect to, and that is a movie, right? If you can picture the best movie you've ever seen, and it doesn't matter whether that's Casablanca for you or, you know, The Hangover for some of you in the crowd, doesn't really matter. If you picture the best movie you've ever seen, it does not matter what minute of that movie you happen to come upon, right? What you'll do is you'll stop and you'll watch it because you love it. And that is probably the best way that I can try to describe Andy and Dom. It doesn't really matter where I am in my life, where I am with my missus, whether my baby's crying. If Andy and Dom give us a call, we'll pick up, right? Because I want to see this movie. Because it's a lovely movie. And with that, I would really, really appreciate if you could please lift your glasses to cheer to this lovely couple and to this fantastic movie. Like I said, whatever it happens to be in your head, and wish them the very best. Thank you all. Cheers.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you. Pardon the way that I stare. There's nothing else to compare. The sight of you leaves me weak let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you.
Could I please have the parents of the bride and groom please make their way to the dance floor? You've been instructed to come and join.
Just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you.
Looks like we made it. Look how far we've come, my baby. We might have took the long way. We knew we'd get there someday. They said that I bet they'll never make it, but just look at us holding on. We're still together, still going strong. You're still the one I run to, the one that I belong to. You're still the one I want for life. You're still the one that I love, the only one I dream. Oh, you're still the one I kiss goodnight. Ain't nothing better. We beat the odds together. Glad we didn't listen. Look at what we would be missing. They said that I bet they'll never make it, but just look at us holding on. We're still together, still going strong. You're still the one I run to, the one that I belong to. You're still the one I want for life. You're still the one that I love, the only one I dream. Oh, you're still the one I kiss goodnight. Still the one. You're still the one I run to, the one that I belong to. You're still the one I want for life.
All right, we've heard from our parents, we've heard from our friends, but it's time we hear from the beloved bride and groom.
Hey team, I just want to thank everyone for joining us here today and tonight to celebrate our wedding. It feels like we have been living this married life for quite some time now, especially with the addition of Scarlett. So it's very nice that as of today, I now have the same last name as these two. So it's all very official. Yes. Oh, that was half my piece of paper. Cool. This will be much shorter than my vows, I promise. To my family, thank you. I love you. Thank you so much for supporting me from go to woe. Your love and support has been endless and incredible, and I wouldn't be where I am today without you. To Dom's family, thank you so much for welcoming me with open arms. You've figured all the buttons that you can push. Yes, Logan. And you've slowly worked out when to stop pushing them. I am very gullible, and they worked that out very, very quickly. So it's nice to be able to have a laugh and to know when it is definitely a laugh. 9:30. The photographers leave at 9:30, and you can do whatever you want after that. Yeah, I didn't write this bit down. I feel very honoured to be Dom's wife. He has just been absolutely incredible with everything that we have ever done, including this little one here. Hey. Yeah, she, I think, Scarlett's the best thing that's happened to both of us, and I can only imagine what life looks like going forward from here. Yeah, so for me and Dom and Scarlett, please eat, drink, be merry, take the time to be in the moment. If you've not worked out already, there is no reception. Awesome stuff. So snap all the happy memories away. There's an audio book there so that you can leave us a message, and we'll get it after we get home. Oh, and dance to your heart's content. Thank you.
As you know, I'm not the talker in this relationship, but as Andrea said, just thank you all for coming from far and wide. You've all made an adventure here. It's been a lovely day, and let's continue that. Let's reiterate what Andrea said, and let's just enjoy the moment, enjoy what we have here, and let's party.
For a moment we feel like we're kings and queens, and nothing but a t-shirt and ripped up jeans. We are free. Can you feel it too? It's nights like these that only prove, and this is when the moments turn to memories, and this is when the future gets so clear to see, and this is when tonight becomes a masterpiece, and this is when the moments turn to memories, memories. Deep breath in and I come alive. It's a feeling I remember for the rest of my life. So I sit back and watch the sun paint us gold. For a moment we feel like we rule the world. We are free. Can you feel it too? It's nights like these that only prove, and this is when the moments turn to memories, and this is when the future gets so clear to see, and this is when tonight becomes a masterpiece, and this is when the moments This is when the future gets so clear to see. And this is when the more